For the past few weeks, we've had this swimming pool at the bottom of the mountain waiting to be delivered. We can't even get out.
No.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is the road out of our house. As you can see down here, we've got a whole staging area. We've got cranes and power company and dozers and excavators and
Pigeon Forge Fire Department.
2 fire trucks, a rescue squad. There's a bunch of stuff going on up here. I was contacted a couple of weeks ago to try and put a swimming pool on a flatbed and deliver a swimming pool up to the top of which you'll see the footage of, because we've got aerial footage from the drone. It was called the Plimpton Lodge, or used to be called the Plimpton Lodge. But they dug a hole and they were going to put an in-ground swimming pool up there. The original tow truck company came in and said, no, it's too steep, I can't get up there. So they dumped this pool off down at the bottom, and they've tried for 2 weeks. They've begged me to take it up there, and I told them no, I'm not. It's not worth the risk of my truck or me to try to take this swimming pool up this steep drive. So I turned them down, and lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, we have another company that decided to bring a rollback and a crane in, and they were going to deliver this swimming pool. This is about 9 o'clock this morning. They started up with the crane, and the crane lost power and went down the hill, and it turned over. So it's on its side, as you guys can see from the aerial footage. I tried to get close, but I couldn't get super close. But anyway, we've got multiple companies and agencies down here to try to see if they can recover this crane, and
the crane operator was okay.
And the crane operator's okay. Yeah, he's okay. You're gonna see.
Think there's any way we can get out?
Yeah, you can get out that way.
All right, thank you.
But yeah, bad deal. It's just super steep. This stuff is crazy. I talked to Stooksbury earlier, and he had said that there's just multiple driveways that he sets up on too, and it's just dangerous, and he tries not to. He's even told me he'd burn up. Some of his employees have burned up motors and trucks just setting on steep stuff while they were trying to do recoveries or trying to load stuff, and lack of oil and things like that. So, I try to avoid the crazier driveways, especially if I'm going to have to set up and do things for a long period of time. It's just not good on the truck and the steep stuff. There's so many sensors on newer trucks these days that even our rollback, I've had trouble. I've come up driveways before, and my truck has went into an emergency mode or a limp mode, or just fuel. You guys have heard me say I never go to a job on a recovery without a full tank or DEF fluid or any of that stuff. It's very important, because if you lose power, you're going to the bottom of that mountain, and it's not a fun thing to do without power brakes and those sort of things. So, but anyway, we'll try to get some more video footage of this recovery process. Hopefully my drone will hold a battery long enough to try to get a few more. But they're gonna, from my understanding, they're gonna try to dig a road around another access road in to get on top of it to try to see if they can get it uprighted. And then I have no clue on what they're gonna do to get, it's gonna have to be a heavy to get it towed off of the mountain, not to mention trying to secure it to the tow truck up there on that steep incline. Somebody's really got their work cut out for them on this one. I'm assuming there's going to be diesel fluid and hydraulic fluid everywhere. But it's a mess. It's a mess, and it's right up the road from our house here, and I'm glad that I didn't attempt to do it.
It looks like you maybe have to go through their driveway and cut around. Let me see if I can get it. That's a shot of the pool. The swimming pool is that black and white thing over there on the right. I don't know if we'll be able to get through here or not.
dozers, I guess we'll try and cut.
And there's the pool.
I do have a picture of that swimming pool on the original tow truck company that tried to deliver it and said no. So I'll include that hopefully with the video and get you guys a screenshot of what that looked like on a tow truck. But it's just crazy, guys. The things that happen. You know, like I said, we were over in Helps with the rooftop swimming pool. It didn't happen. They ended up being way heavier than they said it was, and that crane operator told them no. But it was safe for us. He loaded the pool onto our truck, and we were still good, and he offloaded it. So, but that's a whole nother video, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. But anyway, stick around, stay tuned. We'll try to get you guys an update here soon. This is going to be the last time you get to see this poor crane moving under its own power. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, this is what we do to get you guys the footage. We can't get close enough to the scene, so luckily we've got the drone in the air, so we got pretty much captain seat to the whole procedure here. I didn't get a lot of the step-by-step on it just because my battery goes dead pretty quick, so I had to put the drone up and see what's going on and then bring it back down and recharge the battery. It's been a long process because it's what time of the day is it? I think it's almost 5 o'clock. This happened at 9 o'clock this morning, so this has been an ordeal, and there's no way in the world I could have kept that amount of battery. But anyway, we're here in the Polaris. We are just down the road from it a bit. We were able to deploy the drone and get overhead to see what's going on. But they did get it uprighted. Not sure how much cleanup they're going to do and how much repaving they're going to have to do, but wow, that was an ordeal. And again, guys, the camera doesn't show the steepness at all of this. Of course, I'm overhead, so let me see if I can bring the drone home. Let's see, come back to me.
Go home.
All right, guys, we're going to bring the drone home to us, so if you guys want to stick around and see what that looks like, I think that'll probably be a wrap on the video. Like I said, it's upright. We might be able to get some footage of whatever tow truck comes to tow that thing off the mountain, because keep in mind we still are on the mountain. She's up there.
I think it's still recording too.
These drones are amazing, guys. If you don't have one, grab yourself one. And I'm just still a little leery on the landing process. It says that it'll bring it home to me, but we have so many trees in our area that I don't know what sensor is going to be picking up what, but it picked up right there. Touchdown. Okay guys, like I said, I'm not sure what tow truck's going to be coming to pick that thing up, and we might still get some more footage for you, but all in all, that's what that looks like. And I've got a bunch of editing to do. I'm not going to put this on Kendra. We love you, sweetie. I've got pictures on my phone. Kendra's got pictures, or Kristen's got pictures on her phone. We've got video on the drone. I got video on the GoPro, so I'm trying to pull all that together. Kendra will thank me. So this one will probably be Jeff production, which will be very low quality and to the point. So stick around and stay tuned for that. We got more coming your way. Okay, guys, what you're seeing there is the Plimpton Lodge right there to your right, the great big one. I'm going to pan over. The driveway will run up that hill from left to right, and about halfway up that clearing is where the crane had flipped over. So let's see how close we can get you guys a decent shot here. Okay, guys, again, there's the crane. It's on its side. It's about halfway up the drive. You can see the workers are still trying to figure out just how they're going to upright it. Trying to assess the situation, I guess. But the neighbor, again, down below that was renting that cabin said that the crane had rolled several times, and the guy had bailed out. He said, I looked up, he said, and I saw the crane rolling, and the guy was rolling down the hill as well. So super lucky, this fellow. Wow, he should probably buy some lottery tickets this evening, because that's pretty amazing. You guys, we often see this, guys, in the area. Some of the bigger machinery, concrete trucks and cranes, and some of the bigger stuff that the people will drive with their leg out the door. They'll have the door open, ready to bail out at any time, just in case of a failure. They can get out and away from it. So it's not the first time we've seen people coming out here, but just panning around so you guys can see they are in the mountains. So we're deep in the mountains here. Looks like the drone's headed back to our shop. We're back down over here. So let's see what else we can find. Okay, we went away for a battery change, and we come back to see some more progress here. It looks like the first machine has dragged the front end around, trying to situate it so they can drag it the rest of the way down the mountain. You can see here the amount of folks on scene. It took several dozen responders to make this whole thing happen, and they're all probably exhausted. Like I said, that driveway is super steep, and they spent probably 8 hours just to get it to the bottom of this driveway, to get it uprighted and get it to the bottom. So they're trying their best here. But yeah, guys, this is just drone footage. So again, there's no audio to the drone, and for me to add music and get copyright claims is not really on my agenda for this evening. But if you can see back here on the back, that's where the pool was going to go, was to the back side of that building right there that you just saw. So they made it about halfway. And here we are back again, just a little bit further down the hill, and this is the course that they're going to take. This is the path that they're going to take. They end up getting it sideways and just continue to drag it down. Off to the left there, where the intersection is, it's it's pretty level, but right there where it's sitting at now is really steep. So I can understand their plan here. You definitely don't want it on its wheels while it's on this steep thing. So they've chosen to do the safe thing and then just drag it to what would be mostly level and upright it down there. I think these are 30-ton dozers. I could be wrong, but you can see it's quite an undertaking to drag something like that, even downhill. Like I said, it's super steep, so you would think it would help in the dragging process, but that machine's having a pretty hard time. And this is how I'm guessing most of the road just got annihilated. Those tracks are digging in and they're trying to get it scooted down. One of the dozers is reaching out, trying to give a little bit of assistance there to the side. A little more progress here. As you can see, they got one of the machines got enough of a clearing to get around to the top side of it, doing a little more wiggling. And again, guys, sorry I didn't get the whole dragging process. It was just there was a lot. There was hours in between these frames. We were lucky enough to catch most of the progress, but as you can see, they've succeeded in getting it down to the intersection where they're going to get one on each side and try to upright it. But this just, like I said, it took hours and countless folks together. I'm guessing brainstorming with chains and hook points, and we had the power company was out making sure that these lines were not energized, and they had them well marked, trying to make sure that, and not only that is keeping the fuel and the oil from getting down. We don't need that in our waterways. Got lots of wells, things like that in the area, so they did an excellent job with making sure that all that stuff was oil dried and just throughout the process here. And he's trying to get in position here. Like I said, there's going to be one on the wheel side, and then there's one on the top side over there, and they're going to work together to make this happen. Again, just the sheer weight of this thing has drug the pavement down the bottom, and it's so steep, guys. You don't even realize. what is the address? 1808, I think. 1808 Redbone Way. If you guys are ever in the area, this is truly an impressive driveway. I don't even know what the angle of it is, but I'm here to tell you it's tough to walk, let alone try to drive one of these machines up there. And I think it's about to happen right here. You see the back of the dozer rear up. Got a little bit of a pull on it there, and with a little help of the front one, he's picking up, and the other one's kind of pulling it over. We get it into place here pretty shortly. And here we go. Guys, we were about a quarter of a mile away, and when this thing made landing, it was still loud. You could still feel it in your shoes. But it was they did a good job. It was a soft landing, just a lot of metal clanging together, and success. Here you can see Baker's headed out. That was his heavy. He must have went up to assess the situation and left empty-handed. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Looks like the crew left, the fire chief and department left, and they're gonna have to try to figure out how to get this mess now off the mountain. I saw Baker's going down. Big shout out to Baker's. Looks like they came up and they're gonna try to get it down off the mountain, but the fellow that was staying just down the road here, I talked to him, and he said he thought that they were going to try to take the crane, the boom part off of it, and try to tow the rest down at a different date. But he was up here this morning. He said he heard hey whoa whoa, and he said he saw the crane tumbling down, and saw the guy come rolling down out of the cab. Luckily, he said he had his door half open, was able to bail out of it before, but he said he had his truck parked right there where my Polaris was, because they're staying in this little cabin down around the corner here, and he was parked up here for some more room, because obviously parking's at a premium up here on the mountain too. But he said he's lucky that thing stopped up there. But this is what it looks like at the end of the day. He said it was a $15,000 to $2,000 job, what they quoted, and ended up being a lot more than that in damages. I don't know what the price tag is, but I would guess it's quite extensive. They got the two machines here, and we've completely annihilated the road. I don't know if I can get up here to show you guys any of this stuff or not, but they've dug. This was a steep road, but it was always a pretty cool flat road. And of course, these dozers just destroy. He made it most of his way up here, and it flipped over. Looks like about halfway up. They do have a spot dug for the swimming pool and all that good stuff up there, but it's a long ways up and it's very steep walk. So maybe in a later video when I'm not huffing and puffing, I'll get you guys that. But yeah, he was very lucky. I can't even walk without sliding. Yeah, this thing is, wow. Completely destroyed. Along with the door. They said they were going to try to leave it until Monday, I think. And then get some people out here to see if they can probably take it down the mountain a piece at a time. Wow, glad he got out of it. All right, guys, appreciate everybody watching. As you can see, the swimming pool is still at the bottom of the hill. Probably be there for another few weeks, I would guess, maybe longer. Who knows? We'll try to get you that story, but we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, like button, notification. This all just happened at 9 o'clock this morning, and I'm going to try my best to get this video out to you guys to enjoy this afternoon. Thanks. Stick around. More coming your way.